All right, we got to break down 5 stocks in this video that have very high short interest that could be squeezing potentially. Of course, nothing's guaranteed, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't say for sure something's going to happen, but what I do know for sure is, again, these have very high short interest. They're arguably being manipulated, and the charts don't look so bad. So we have a lot to break down in this video. Hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and of course, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moo, each up to $2,000. Check out that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/moo. We'll talk more about that later. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So let's not waste any time with the indexes or any other stocks for that matter. Let's dive into the 5 for this video. So number 1, we have Carvana, which I'm sure you guys have heard of. Carvana's taken a bit of a beating recently. It's pulled down a good amount from $62 to about $40. Where's it at now? $46. It actually went down about 1.5% on the day today. And right now, I believe it's arguably a bit oversold, right? We're right by the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. We're holding above it, and we're actually under the 50 SMA. So we're kind of sandwiched between these moving averages. But I'm thinking, all right, maybe we do bounce off of this moving average, kind of like we have been doing over the past couple of months. You guys can see if I draw out this trend line, we've actually been riding this trend line here for a good couple of months. So I'm looking to see if Carvana essentially, guys, bounces off this point, whether it be at 45, 46, where it's at now. Maybe we break or, consolidate around 47 a little bit. And ultimately, if we break above, I'd say $49 to $50, right by this 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart here, that's where I'm thinking the real breakout could be coming and the real reversal could be coming on this stock. So let me set my alert mark is at or above at $50 per share. And again, if that point breaks at 37.1% short interest, guys, for all we know, we could be going to the mid-high 50s, dare I say back to the 60s, guys. I don't know. I'm not guaranteeing this, obviously. All I'm saying is it's got high short interest, actually the highest of the bunch that we're going to talk about today, and it moves fast when it does, guys. I'm sure you've seen Carvana move. I mean, look, back in the middle of December, it was at $40. Then by the end of December, just about a week later, not even, it was at $62 per share. So keep your eyes on Carvana, CVNA. And the next one here, guys, is DYN. This stock has 30.9% short interest. This is Dyne Therapeutics, and the stock went down about 5.5% today. But overall, there's no denying the fact that we're reversing to the upside on the 4-hour chart. We have been, guys. We have a golden cross. We're above both moving averages. And recently, a couple of trading days ago, this stock was at $30 per share. And now, obviously, we've pulled back a good chunk, and we're still, holding the uptrend. So let's see if this continues the uptrend, in other words, right? Do we bounce off this 50 moving average and maybe start going back to 20? Maybe we break 20, start pushing mid-20s again. Or do we end up, let's say, falling under 15, maybe filling the gap down to 11, 12 bucks, kind of, consolidating a bit at the 180 SMA. Either way, very high short interest, almost 31% right now. And overall, it's clearly breaking out. Let's see if this essentially continues the uptrend here. So that's DYN. The next one here, guys, is SIRI, also known as SiriusXM. I'm sure you guys have heard of them. This stock went down on the day 2.4%. And overall, it looks like we're actually at the bottom of this channel. Let me draw it out for you guys so you can see what's going on here. You can see SiriusXM is more towards the bottom of the channel than the top. You can see that, and we're right above the 180 SMA right now. And it looks like, guys, they have short interest of almost 29%. So at this point, in my opinion, we're pretty oversold on the RSI here. Looks like we're down from 580 a couple of weeks ago to now 520. So we're not down a crazy amount, more like about 10%. So we are in correction territory, and it looks like this is a huge spot of support. The bottom of the channel, the 180 SMA support here on the 4-hour chart. So keep your eyes on SiriusXM here for some sort of continuation play. At least that's what I'm personally doing. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you guys what to do. This is all I'm doing. Please do your own research out there, guys, as always. So the fourth stock on the list today is TGTX. Let me pull it up. This is TG Therapeutics. You guys can see this hit roughly $24. That was yesterday, man. This thing's now down to about $17 as of today. So we're pulling back pretty aggressively here on TG Therapeutics. Is down almost 30%. It's down over the past day, which is a massive pullback, but it's still holding an uptrend, man. It's still above the 180 SMA. We're holding a higher low. Clearly, we're still reversing to the upside. The chart looks, pretty bullish in my opinion. So it's at 26.5% short interest right now. And I'm looking to see if we essentially continue the uptrend. A lot of these stocks, guys, that we're talking about today, they're in the same spot technically, right? They've pulled back a little bit, some more than others over the past couple of days, but they're all essentially still breaking out. They're above the main moving average. We're seeing a push past above the moving averages on the 4-hour chart in general on pretty much all these. Now I'm just waiting to see if we get consolidation followed by buying pressure for this, for all these stocks to essentially continue the uptrends, right? So TGTX, keep your eyes on it between 15, 16, 17. That's where I'm watching it, and I hope it actually holds above 17. And full disclosure, I'm not in this stock right now, or any stock that we're talking about in this video for that matter, but hopefully it does hold 17. That's a big spot for TGTX here moving forward, and we'll see if it does bounce off that point. And the last stock here, guys, last but not least, and actually before we dive into the last stock, don't forget to get your free stocks from Moomoo, guys, up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. Just use that link down below. Fund your account with at least $100. You get 5 stocks, and fund your account with at least $1,000. On top of those 5 stocks, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And did I say they're valued each up to $2,000? Yeah, use that link down below, guys. I'm telling you, this is the best promo right now by far. Get your stocks. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive into the last stock for the video, guys, which you may or may not have heard of. It is called Big Lots, ticker symbol BIG, which has, well, a very high short interest, like all the stocks that we're talking about in this video do, right? So Big Lots has the least of the bunch in terms of short interest, but still very high, 23.6%. And today the stock was down about 5%. So we actually saw the sell-off continue here. It looks like it was at about $8.30 a couple of days ago, and now we're at $6.70. So we are down about 20%. So with today's 5% red day, we're officially in a bear market now, but we're approaching this massive level of support, being the 180 SMA, about $5.85, $6. This is where I believe we might, keyword is might, get a short-term bounce on Big Lot stock, and that'd be great. That's kind of what I'm looking for here for a trade. So we're not really getting a reversal quite yet, but again, I'm looking to see what it does between 6 and 650 and give it a couple of days, and I'll proceed from there, guys, with potentially trading Big Lots. But overall, pretty oversold, approaching a big support. Let's see what it does at that point. And yeah, that's essentially it for the video, guys. Let me quickly run through these again so you can list them out. Carvana number 1, CVNA, followed by DYN at number 2, Dyne Therapeutics. Then we had SiriusXM at number 3, SIRI, excuse me, is the ticker symbol. Then we had TG Therapeutics, TGTX is the ticker for that one. And of course, Big Lots that we just covered, BIG is the ticker. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube. We're trying to get to 50,000 subs. And don't forget to follow me on X at Stocks Talk Stocks. And I'll catch you guys later.